And we're live. Hello, everyone. My name is Harris. I'm application developer advocate here in Dynatrace. I'm joining here today for our May office hours. Today with me in the studio is my colleague David. Hello, David. Welcome. David is our new teammate. If you want to introduce yourself a little bit to our audience.
Hey, I'm David. I just joined a couple of weeks ago. So still going through the onboarding and learning from Harris how to run office hours. But in the future, you will see myself around here or in the developer Q&A forum. Yeah, happy to be here.
Yeah, and we're happy to have you, David. We're also happy to have Danny here, who's with us from Barcelona. We're here from Vienna. Hello, Danny. How are you
Hello,
doing?
happy to be here as well.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. On our agenda today, we're going to see the usual things. We can go through it. I will just share my screen right here, and Carrie will bring it up. In the view. So what we're going to see today in this session is our usual the new releases, some new things that have come in the past month, and then we're also going to take a look at the questions that you've posted in the community. So we're going to look at the questions and some answers, and of course, this is a great time if you have any questions. If you want to drop in, ask us something, and you can also say hi. Just if you want, wherever you're watching us from, can say hi and a location, just so we know where our audience is. So without further ado, we can go into our first question. One of the questions in the community was um, uh, Drogendik, or Drogendik, I assume this is Dutch, had an issue where the synthetic response body returned too large body for the JSON to be parsed. So as you can see, um, he had the HTTP monitor that he's trying to build in the apps, and he got a very large JSON body, and he had hit a limit of 62 megabytes of response, and you can see that JSON is not fully shown. So for the answer to this, there is not an option for you to manually increase the limit from your side. However, you can contact our support. There is soft limits on some things. This can be one of the soft limits. So the best option here is to increase it if it's not hard coded. So our team will help you. So you can reach out to us, to our team, and then they will take a look if this is something that's possible to include. Yaneza here, our user, he also suggested in case you want to use HTTP request action in the workflow app directly, that might not have the same limit or have the larger limit for the JSON parsing. Moving on to the next one, we have a question related to the toolkit. And Danny here used the toolkit before. He has experience with this. So Giovanni tried to download and set up the Dynatrace app toolkit. You execute a specific command line to initialize the new app, and you get the app templates in the target folder. However, you get an error which says that installing the dependencies has failed. Danny,
Yeah.
can you
Well,
tell?
this happens actually because you're referencing a version that is not yet published in the Node Package Manager. So this is a common issue actually, and it could happen with any other library in the Dynatrace SDK. So if someone of you is encountering this issue in the future, you just need to downgrade that version to the latest one that is available on Node Package Manager. You can go to the website npm uh, npmjs.com, and in there you will see which is the latest published version of client query in this case. And at the time of this answer, the latest version available was version 1.19.0, and he was trying to use 1.20, which was only available in development, not yet published to all our users.
No, no, that's a good catch. It is there in the npm errors. We have the official answer from Tomislav as well. I believe that he said exactly what you said right now. You can look at the commits and which kind of versions is the app using. So you can manually correct the dependencies inside a package.json to the ones that is used in the GitHub repository for the templates. And then you basically need to base your internal app template to the commit that is tagged within the publicly available one. So you can just update it, and yeah, that's basically it. Thank you, Danny. That being said, we can go on to the next one. The next one comes from Ajitan. He had an issue with a Sparklight column in the custom app because it doesn't show the XY axis data. So I talked with you, Danny, about this one. Jita tried to deploy, basically make a visualization type of all the Davis problems. It has the data table with event category, priority, and the Sparkline column. He couldn't find a way to exactly like pinpoint the details of a problem. And actually, you can explain what you suggested in the answer here.
Yeah, actually, well, and data table B2 is really powerful in our design system. You can, on a single cell, you can have visualizations, like in this case, Sparkline was the one that was mentioned, and you can also have meter bar. You can have categorical. There are several visualizations you can have in a cell right now, and the issue here is that this Sparkline that is inside the data table cell doesn't have as much features as the one that is publicly available as a standalone component. So you either have two options here, or three in that case. Well, one option is to use the data available cell action. So once you click on the Sparkline of the data table, you can open your own Sparkline component in your custom app. So you'll need to use our Strato design system to create a Sparkline component in your custom app, same as you're doing with the data table, and render it optionally once you've clicked on the cell. And the other solution is one that actually was mentioned by the person who asked the question, which was that he wanted to directly navigate to notebooks, because notebooks Sparkline has the x-axis displayed by default. You have the show ticks option on notebooks for displaying that. And yeah, you can also do that. Also remember that you can share the time frame between the apps through the intent by using the dt.timeframe property on the intent. And yeah, basically those are the two solutions that allow you to have the Sparkline with the x-axis configuration. And well, the third solution will be waiting for our development team to make that feature also available in the data table cell. However, currently is not expected to be available in the near future, like 1 or 2 months. So I suggest for you to go to the other alternative.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, I just want to add one more thing on this, and that is all of the visualization types that you see anywhere in Dynatrace on the platform, be it notebooks or workflows, all of those are actually supported to make on your own in the custom apps. So it does work like that. Just wanna confirm it, that anything that you see, it's available already, so that you can recreate it yourself in case you need it. Yeah, that's it regarding the Sparkline. I hope that Ajitan can get a suitable solution out of this. Now, moving on, we had a question from Hank. Hank asked if we can confirm if you can use Jinja expressions anywhere in the workflow, and in the JavaScript code if you can use them, or the SDK. Also, what would be the preferred option? And again, Yaneza, very active here on the community, confirmed that Jinja expressions are supported everywhere except for the input as JavaScript code. There you can use the SDK functions, and he also nicely linked it. You will find direct link to these questions in the community shared on the platform you're watching us, so you can check it out in case you need to use something like that. So Jinja expressions work. That's good. Moving on to the next question by Andy. Andy had a little bit of a specific question regarding using multiple time series charts that had similar metric dimensions. He wanted to use the same series actions on each chart without needing to repeat the code in the top level page. So he had success on other apps with the tabular presentation styles and repetitive cell actions, but this didn't work. The solution, the error that you get is because there is the graph becomes non-empty, so the chart series action breaks, and you get a JavaScript error because you pass in the invalid type. So the solution here that Andy actually found himself, and actually we can see the component that he wanted, that he sent us. But as you can see, there is a stack trace error because you get invalid type for the chart series actions. So what you need to do in this case is refactor. So if you refactor the entire chart component, this issue doesn't happen. And there might be some other options that we will share with Andy, but this works fine for table actions, but not for the chart series actions. And with that, we're done with our community questions. Again, if you have any live questions, please let us know. What we bring you now is the 20-second developer newsletter. You can read it in the has released. We have released it. Inda has posted it. You can expect the typical news and events, some useful resources, and release highlights for the app developers. You can find the link as well in the platform that you're watching us on. So Carrie will share us. We'll share the link with you. And in the end, we want to share with you some other resources that we have. Again, the Q&A forum in developer portal, then the developer docs, and our next office hours, which are today, May 13th. But this is a small mistake that I made. So the next session will be in June. We will shortly have it back posted in LinkedIn. So you will get the date for the next month. Again, it's going to be the second Tuesday of the month in June. I don't know what it is right now from my head, but we can check it out quickly. So that's going to be June 4th, so 11th. June 11th should be our next
10.
office hours. Or 10th, yes. Yeah, you're right. So June 10th should be our next office hours. In case you have any questions, Carrie confirmed it, June 10th, yes. So June 10th, 4:30 p.m. Central European Standard Time. And I don't know what EDT stands for, but 10:30 Eastern Standard Time for the US. All right. Since we don't really have any questions, we'd like to remind you that you can always post them on our Q&A forum. We're happy to answer them there. You can also contact us in case you have other types of contacts for us. With that being said, thank you all for joining. Thank you, Danny. Thank you, David. It was really nice to see you all again, and we'll see you again June 10th, 4:30 p.m. Have a good one.
Cool. Bye. Take care.
Thank you, everyone.